Hello, welcome to the Coven. My name is Pagan. In this section of my YouTube channel, we are going to be talking about a lot of spiritual stuff, diving into witchcraft, mythical creatures, occults, religion. If those topics are sensitive for you, if you don't want to see this, you can click off the video right now to unsubscribe. I do have some sorts of autism. I am in the spectrum, so me talking isn't the best. Like right now, my speech isn't the best skill. My speech isn't the my my speech grammar isn't my strong suit. There you go. I redid this video like about 10 times, and I'm just sick and tired of it. So let's get on to the video.
I waited all my life, I could tell this time. Drifting away, when with the sun sets, I have become alive.
Christians practice a lot of witchcraft. They hate to admit it, but they do. Okay, before you guys come for me, I do have permission from these people that created these videos on TikTok. So just putting that out there.
You know them? No. But in DeClure, we all fam. What? In DeClure, we all fam. In the club, we are all family. Are you racist?
Like, I kind of gagged when I saw this video because it's so true. Christians will come here and literally come anywhere.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Be hateful, be so judgmental, and they really be doing the same thing. Doesn't make anybody else less of a spiritualist, human being, less connected to God. Things in their Bible that really contradict themselves, and that's just my opinion. This second video is a lady explaining why your spell works may not be as strong, or why something went wrong, and more of the behind the scenes of the spell work.
Just throwing shit in a jar and telling it what to do does not make a spell work. There are multiple components to spell work. 90% of my content is helping new brooms. I have been manipulating energy for about 50 years now. I kind of know what I'm doing, but here's the thing. There are steps to spell work. It's just how it is. Because what is a spell? Manipulating energy. It's not something that just happens like that, like in the movies. This is not the movies. This is real life. We need to do things before. Otherwise, it's just a wish. Or a manifestation. Or a prayer. We need critical thinking. I get asked so many times, why isn't my spell working? Because people on the internet are just telling you to throw things in a jar. That is not the whole process. It could be part of it. It could be none of it. But that's not the whole process. There are so many things that you need to do in order for your spells to come to fruition. But one of the key factors is moving the energy. You got to get the energy going. You got to raise that energy, raise those vibrations, get it moving, because that energy is what's going to take your spell out to the universe to come to fruition. Raise the energy. I'm not, sorry if I sound grumpy. I've just had one too many private messages asking why spells aren't working. Whew, I need a chill pill. I think it's time for some psycho woo for myself. Anyways, make today count. Don't fuck it up.
I 100% agree with her. She ate that. There's so much behind the scenes of doing spell work than just throwing ingredients together and hoping for the best and chanting. Um, yes, those are parts of it, but not everything. You have to envision yourself, control your energy, control the energy around you. Envision the spell working. After you're done with the spell, you have to follow the steps for that spell to work. It's not just gonna work. And that leads me to my next topic. You don't have to do witchcraft. If you are iffy about witchcraft, if you are, I don't know, I don't know if like this is good for me, if you don't have to. Not everybody should be a witch. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak. Sorry for putting it that way, but it's 100% truth. It is not for the weak. It is not to be taken lightly. Witchcraft will change your life for everybody. It's just depending how you use it. Use it wisely and make sure you stay protected. Because if you don't, a lot of bad shit can happen. Make sure you have a form of protection, meditation, of necklaces and charms, my deity, spells for protection, rituals for protection. If you are divinely protected, I like that. Go you.
You want to learn how to do witchcraft, and now everyone's telling you to do protection magic first. But no one's telling you how to do it, so I will. We need to know how to cleanse, protect, and banish. Cleansing is simple. Your physical hygiene correlates with your spiritual hygiene. So clean your room and make sure you have good personal hygiene. Now I'm going to teach you a few things that I do to protect myself and my home. We're going to talk about simple wards and then transmutation wards. And then we're going to talk about some spell jars and things we do in folk magic in order to shoo away the evil juju. As a beginner, the simplest ward you can do is a water ward. This is where you take a bowl of water or a cup of water. Make sure it's glass and not plastic. I don't know why. Plastic just don't feel right. Now you put water in it with the specific intent to protect your room. You can chant a prayer over it. If any evil comes your way, to your home or to you, it hits the water ward. Wards are like a shield, so instead of you taking the hit, the ward takes the hit. If someone tries to send you something and your ward is looking a bit weird, you know it worked. When my friends have nightmares, I recommend that you get a cup of rice and put it into a bowl, put it beside your bed, and any bad dreams or nightmares will be absorbed with the rice, and you'll sleep well. You can also put sigils over the glass bowls. My favorite one is the Helm of Awe. Now you can make transmutation wards. This is where you can use plants or make spell jars and take the negative energy sent your way, and it can be transmuted into abundance. More on that later. A simple spell jar I usually do every month to protect myself and my home is by putting garlic, vinegar, and an egg inside a jar, and maybe some chilies, with a sigil of protection, and I write on a piece of paper that I am protected. I write my name, my date of birth, and my intent, which is I'm protected. The idea is that anything that tries to come for you or hurt you, it's just banished by the properties inside the spell jar. We use garlic to shoo away evil spirits. We use vinegar because it has a very pungent smell to it. Chilies also have baneful properties. So find things that have baneful properties, which can act as a shield around you, as like darts if your enemies try to come close to you. I would put salt all around my doorways and windows because salt will purify and keep shit out. You can make pentagrams with rose branches because they're spiky. So the idea is that it keeps unwanted visitors out. You can put protective sigils everywhere. There's a lot of things you can do. And in order to cleanse yourself when you're feeling really heavy, is doing an egg cleansing, which is basically where you get an egg because it represents life, and you rub it all over you in a counterclockwise position. Counterclockwise because you're taking away all the negative energy from you, and you're sacrificing the life of an egg so that you can be cleansed. Top to bottom, then crack it in a glass of water, and you can basically see what's going on from it. And the egg basically lifts off the negative energy from you. You will feel lighter after it, trust me, try it.
So for my next topic, we're talking about jinxes, hexes, and curses. For the common person that doesn't know anything about witchcraft or spirituality, they wouldn't know what the difference between those three. Yes, they are different. They're not the same things. There's levels to this shit. There is a jinx, which is the lowest. A jinx is something that is minor. Um, let's say I dropped the blunt like 3 times in my smoke session. I might feel a little jinx. Something minor like, wow, I just dropped the blunt, like, who, something like that. Those are jinx. You can jinx yourself by you not doing the right steps and doing a spell, or by you speaking badly about yourself, um by you not protecting yourself, someone giving you the evil eye, they are jinxing you. Other people can just jinx you by just energy. They don't have to do no witchcraft, no nothing, just regular conversations, and somehow you get jinxed. Goes to hexes. Hexes is a ritual, witchcraft that someone is doing to harm another person. This level of harm is a little greater than jinx. This is like getting into an accident, your house burning down, breaking a bone, um, losing all your hair. Something around those lines. Now we have curses. Curses is the highest of all three. They are long term. They are for life. They can even be so strong that they can last for your next life. Curses are absolutely hard to get rid of.
So you're a witch and you're wondering, what's a jinx, a curse, a hex? What's the difference? How do I use it? When do I use it? First and foremost, always divinate before casting any kind of baneful magic, any magic in general. So what's a jinx? It is petty energy, okay? It's inconvenience, your shoestrings being tied together, trying to walk with them, okay? That kind of shit. Since you want to act stupid, I hope that your day gets really annoying. Step in some dog shit, okay? Get some delay, some irritation, some chaos, spill your drink, lose your charger, your debit card's declining. And in my opinion, jinxes are going to be warranted for very petty, disrespectful shit like running your mouth too much. Okay? Having weird ass energy, minor betrayals, people constantly poking when they should have shut the hell up. Now, a hex is heavier. A hex is like, look, you've continuously caused harm. There needs to be a consequence to your energy, okay? This could hit their luck, their comfort, their relationships. In my opinion, hexes are warranted for ongoing betrayal, harassments, lies, manipulation, spiritual attacks, somebody repeatedly trying to damage you while thinking that there's not going to be any consequences, right? Now, a curse serious territory. Curses are not for somebody being annoying, okay? Curses are very heavy. They're long term. This is very much deep, baneful work. And in my opinion, curses are going to be for extreme situations like abuse, predator, severe destruction, people who intentionally ruin lives and keep doing it with no remorse. Jinxes are going to be petty. Inconvenience, hexes are going to be targeted consequences, and curses are going to be long-term and devastation, okay? It's really about intensity, intention, and how far something needs to go. So I suggest that you ask yourself a few questions. Do I need to annoy them? Do I need to humble them? Do I need to spiritually escalate this? Answer those things from a place of emotional neutrality as best as you can, okay? Because those are very different paths. So if you're going to practice baneful magic, do some research, know the difference between things that you're doing. I hope this is helpful for you guys. My name's Sierra. I hope to see you in the next one. Blessed be.
Well, guys, this is the last video. If I keep talking about witchcraft, I'm gonna be here for days. If you're new here, welcome to the coven. Endings writes the pages for new beginnings. Beauty rises and darkness teaches. Our biggest ritual is transformation. I'll see you in the next one.